dropping shit at the pilot. Niggas be broken, be sobbing, but still talking shit like they violent. Niggas is broke.
Ladies and gentlemen, all right, breaking news. I usually don't do these news shit. All right, if I make some grammatical errors, I am not doing a script for this video, okay? But the Boston Celtics have just acquired KYRIE IRVING for Isaiah Thomas, Jay Crowder, Ante Zizic, and the Brooklyn Nets 2018 first-round draft pick, unprotected. And we all know that is projected to be a top 5 pick. Now, this is my initial thoughts. This is just my initial reaction. All right, this is just my initial reaction, unfiltered. My initial reaction is I just do not want to hear people saying that Danny Ainge is stingy with his picks anymore. I really don't. I don't want to say that Danny Ainge can't trade for a star. I don't want to hear that anymore. I don't want to hear that Danny Ainge doesn't want to trade a 5'9" point guard. I don't want to hear that anymore because all of that was covered in this trade. So I don't want to hear that anymore. And you know also what I don't want to hear is that the Celtics didn't get better. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that the Celtics gave too much, because I swear to God, 2-3 weeks ago, everyone was shitting on me for saying the Celtics shouldn't trade Isaiah Thomas. So I don't want to hear now that the Celtics shouldn't have traded Isaiah Thomas, because y'all were the same ones telling me that they should have traded Isaiah Thomas and the Nets pick for a star, and they just did that. Now, I think personally, this is a pretty even trade. The Nets pick, that's gonna be a very important asset for the Cavs, and I just think, you know, the Celtics, I mean the Cavs, it's pretty clear that they're preparing for LeBron James leaving. They just traded KYRIE IRVING, right? And they got the Nets pick to rebuild if LeBron leaves. But as I've said before in my last video, the Celtics have exactly what the Cavs want. A middle ground of competing now and preparing for a LeBron-less future. That's exactly what they did. They got Isaiah Thomas, they got Jay Crowder, they got Ante Zizic. Isaiah Thomas is going to be the Kyrie replacement. Jay Crowder is going to help out on switches on defense on small ball lineups. He can also play the stretch 4. He can be a good defender against the Warriors because he is a physical forward. Ante Zizic can help out on the rebounds, be a backup center. And again, the first round draft pick from the Nets is going to be probably the biggest part of this trade for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I think it was a great trade on the Cavs. They got a lot. Now for the Celtics. I personally think that this was just around the right range for Kyrie. And I think we did overpay. We did overpay a little because Isaiah Thomas and the Nets pick, that's, you know, personally to me, that's a little too much. But again, you have to give to get. Right? And I've been saying this for a couple weeks now. I think the Nets pick, its value is not as high as people think it is, because the Nets, they are in the weak East and they are improving. So I don't think it's a lock to be a top 3 pick. It might be 4 or 5, to be honest. And with the Hawks, you know, being bad, with the Hawks getting worse, with the Bulls getting worse, I think the Phoenix Suns, since they're in the West and they don't really have any star power, you know, they might be worse than the Nets record-wise. So there's that as well. You know, as I'm recording, I swear to God, I'm getting so many notifications, bro. It's fucking crazy. It really is. But I think KYRIE IRVING, he's gonna be a key part to the Boston Celtics future. I think him and Gordon Hayward, you know, this duo can last, I would say, 3-4 years in Boston. I really do. And I think now I kind of see the vision that Danny Ainge is going for. I kind of see it because they're trying to reclaim the East. They're trying to win now, but they're not trying to go all in on veterans that are 30-40 years old. As you can see, Gordon Hayward is in his mid-20s. KYRIE IRVING is in his mid-20s. You know what I'm saying? Al Horford, you know, he's early 30s, but you know, I think he can still be a serviceable big for 2 to 3 years. So I think the time span that the Celtics are trying to attack for the championship is in 2 to 3 years when Gordon Hayward and Kyrie really reach their chemistry prime, I guess. Jaylen Brown turns into what we think he's gonna be. Jason Tatum as well, with a potential Klay Thompson departure from Golden State, and LeBron's gonna be in the West, so that might be the striking distance that the Celtics are asking for. But I think as far as this year, I'm expecting the Eastern Conference Finals. I really am. I think there's no excuse. We are clearly the second best team in the East, at least. You can argue the first, but I think low-key the Cavs did get better for this season just a little bit. But I think, you know, the Celtics have a very bright future ahead of them. And what's great about this is they still have that Lakers pick. And even if the Lakers do make the playoffs, or if the pick lands outside of 2 through 5, they still get the Kings pick. So either way, the Celtics are gonna get a good pick still. And they got Kyrie. And I personally, watch out for this, They low-key still have the assets for Anthony Davis. Just watch out, man. Just watch out. But with that being said, these are my initial reactions. I think it's a great trade for both sides. The Celtics did overpay, but I think not too much. I heard some people saying Isaiah Thomas, Jaylen Brown, Jay Crowder, and the Lakers pick. That's too much for me. But what I see right here is around the right price range for Kyrie. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, this is not going to be heavily edited. I'm probably going to have 2K footage in the back. There's probably going to be hella grammatical errors, but I can't do shit about it. But with that being said, I am out. Welcome to Boston, Kyrie. Peace.